We shift over now to Sky Max and Now TV, Hannah, for the return of Fantasy Football League. Then here's a clip.
Brilliant finish from a brilliant young player.
Unbelievable!
Anthony, just get rid of me!
Penalty. No penalty.
This is almost fantasy football.
Well, back in the day, Hannah, you probably remember, can't remember what channel it was on, I'm guessing Channel 4, Frank Skinner and David Baddiel presented the original Fantasy Football League show, which was a great programme for footy fans. It was kind of clips, sketches, stats, banter, and it just really tapped in to the fun side of being a football fan. And of course, Sky have rebooted it now with Matt Lucas, who I'm sorry to say is an Arsenal fan, but never mind. And one of my favourites, the lovely Elis James, who presents the fantastic John Robinson Elis James radio show and podcast. He supports Swansea City. That's perfectly acceptable. And so they've teamed up, and they've been pretty faithful to the original. And I've always thought about David Baddiel. I am a David Baddiel fan, but I think he's made some good career choices. So first he hooks up with Rob Newman and was massively successful as a comedy double act with him. And then he hooks up with Frank Skinner, and not only did Fantasy Football League with him, but that spawned Three Lions, the hit England football song. Remember that summer of '96, Hannah? Oh, heady days. Anyway, as I say, they've remained pretty faithful. They've got a kind of stato guy chipping in. They're doing the sketches. They're doing impressions of, footballers and football managers. It's already funny. They do Phoenix from the Flames, where they recreate an iconic football moment on the pitch with the player who was involved. One rather controversial thing that happened in the original series, of course, David Baddiel, recently he's been criticising Bradley Cooper for what he calls Jew face, for playing a Jewish character, a Jewish person in Maestro. Well, of course, David Baddiel blacked up, didn't he, to impersonate a footballer, and that resulted in the footballer getting a lot of racist abuse. So, yeah, quite interesting talking point there. So we can look forward to some good special guests. We've got Danny Dyer, we've got Emmanuel Petit, we've got Jermaine Defoe, Sean Bright-Phillips, Wes Morgan, Jack Wilshere. So, I mean, if you liked the original, you'll love this, because I think they've done it justice. They've really kept the spirit of the original thing, and it's a fun show. I'd say even if you're not a massive football fan, it's very entertaining. Hannah, are you a Fantasy Football League fan?
Yeah, you're right. You do not have to be into football. I mean, football is on a lot in this house, but you don't have to be a football fan to watch this. I like these kind of sports things, actually. They're really fun. I mean, I was a massive fan of Frank Skinner, I must admit. So it was kind of, when new people come in, you kind of worry, don't you? But there is that comedic value, and I don't know, and Danny Dyer's a part of it, so there's not what could go wrong, really. It's I don't know, It's an insight, but it's light-hearted. There's something for absolutely everybody. I think it's something that everyone can watch sitting down together. I really like it.